like a predator crouched in the brush, watching. I was 17, too curious for my own good, and my friends dared me to step inside. Don't do it, Angelica, my best friend Marla said. I've seen enough horror movies to know this never ends well. This is